Hey guys, how the frigs it going today? We got a interesting day out. Look at that. Those bunny tracks? What are those? I don't know what the hell kind of tracks those are on the grass, but by grass I mean snow. Anyway, today we're gonna go back out ice fishing. I don't have my belt on. I need my belt, otherwise I'll lose my pants. But we're gonna go back out ice fishing and try our luck one more time. An old friend from Lake. It's so funny, man, how all these people are coming back. I mentioned hanging out with my buddy Joe back in the day in the Tim Hortons, and this guy was part of the Tim Hortons crowd back when we used to run big stereos. Back when we used to run big stereos in our cars, like I had you guys remember the stereo that was in the Trans Am? Great big 2,000 watt amplifier with a single 12-inch sub. That was 2,400 watts peak. And I was just driving the power to it. Scored pretty high on the SPL, sorry, sound pressure level, not the sound quality. The sound quality was shit in that car. The Focus won for sound quality because the way I set it up. Trans Am came in second for sound pressure level. No, I came in fourth for SPL, but first for my installation, this dusty ass freaking trophy, installation integrity, not sure if that's coming through, of 2005. You know, that's one of those things that it's stupid. It's just anyway. I got talking to people. I get sidetracked easily. You already know this. But I got talking to some people last night. Like we were all chatting about ice fishing and that. And it's people that I used to hang out with back in 2005 at the Hortons. And back then I was still living with my parents, so I didn't have this place. We all got talking and stuff, and they're all shocked that I'm ice fishing. They were like, holy shit, Adam's out there freaking giving her a dangle. Like, we thought he was a computer nerd. I didn't know he liked the outdoors. So they're all offering me these like hot tips on locations, and today, one of the guys that I haven't talked to forever gave me a hot tip on a location that yesterday he almost limited out on perch. Limited out, okay. You're thinking, oh, that's not too bad, limiting out on perch. The limit on perch for a sports license, guys, is 50 perch. 50 of them. He caught 45. You know how much food you can get off of a 12-inch friggin' perch? You can get some nice fillets off of those guys. You could have perch for friggin' days. I could even share with her. Yeah. So I'm gonna get ready. We're gonna hit the road. I don't know where I'm aiming. I didn't pack any snackos. I think I'm just gonna stop off at the corner store, get some calories there, some beverages, and then we'll bomb ass out to the location. I'm using the GoPro Hero 4 today to see if it's any better. This thing's pretty rough too, but with a battery pack on it, maybe, just maybe, it might accidentally last longer in the session and give me less troubles. Yesterday the session kept shutting off and stuff. It was acting really weird. I don't feel like that. Anyway, let me get suited up. We'll get out to the truck. Pitter patter, have at her. 6 km/h winds. That about sums that up. One thing I gotta check on, because I kind of screwed up last night, like I always do, with bait. I'm not used to fishing with bait that's sitting in water or anything. And I'm pretty sure I left those minnows in this container, and I'm not sure. I'm 100% sure they froze together. Shit. We'll set these here right on the heater and cook us up some fish. All right, first thing we're gonna do is go to the store, get some snackos, and then we got the heater in here. Yes, I'm gonna grab another propane cylinder just in case that one runs out. We didn't really use it much yesterday. We only used it for about an hour and a half. And I don't know, they say on low you're good for 5 hours. But just for safety purposes, we got them. I'm just gonna grab another one here. Might as well have an extra one just in case. If I ever decide to upgrade the Smitty sled again, I may put a propane tank holder on it and get a 5-pounder, and then when I set up the shanty, for the time being, this will do. All right, let's go get to the store, get some snacks, and get it on the ice, attack some fish. This was just jacked with people, so I came down to the Calendar area, because this is the direction I'm heading in, pick up my snackos for ice fishing, because that's what you do apparently. Here's your snack, play ice fish. Okay, this is where I came. It was the BVD, the Big Vaping District. I don't know what the hell it stands for. All I know is never in my lifetime did I expect to be able to go into a store and purchase marijuana smoking peripherals, as well as chocolates and candies and sandwiches and sodas. Never did I expect corner stores to carry that stuff. They had like pipes and bongs in there. That's pretty crazy. All right, I need to grab my phone, figure out where I'm going, and then pitter patter and go there. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, guys, we made it. I didn't make any modifications to the sled either, eh? That'll be happening this week for sure. I need to come up with a solution to keep that stupid shanty on there, whether it be another strap or what. Something's got to give. Oh shit, I didn't know you could just come down here and park on the ice. Well, that's a freaking game changer. Why the hell did I park on the side of the road way up there? Well, that's probably why. Just watched two sleds go through a puddle. But yeah, I've been contemplating on maybe buying one of those ice fishing sleds, you know, those black ones, really deep. Put a lot of shit in it. What the hell would I do with the shanty? Sit it on top, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, we got some open water there. That's not good. But people are parking their trucks down here. So obviously it's thick enough. I just wasn't brave enough to do that with my truck. Because you know what they say about car insurance? The insurance stops the moment your vehicle leaves the land. Not saying the ice is going to break out here anytime soon. If it did, a lot of insurance companies would not have to worry about it. Anyway, my buddy Logan said it's out here some. So he said, see all those shacks out there? He said it's about 28 feet deep when you get out there. So let's get out there. I don't know if it's an alignment issue or what, but it feels like the sled is pulling that way. So he said you'll see a bunch of shacks on the left, go towards them, rip a hole, you'll be 28 feet deep. And you should be able to catch tons and tons of fish. I have a feeling the memo got out because look at all the freaking shacks out there. All right, I'll chime back in once we're at the spot. Just ripped a hole. We're sitting at 26 feet, good enough. Get the shanty set up. I'll take 26 feet. It's more than enough to do what I want to do. It's 10 extra feet over yesterday. Oh God, 2 days of this back to back, man. Bull's dick. So tired. I'll be in bed early tonight, that's for sure. Let's get this thing set up. Here we go, guys. 2 hours worth of setup to get out here and set everything up for literally 2 hours of play. 2.5 maybe. I gotta pack up today at 4:30 so I can actually get out of here and see where I'm going. Unlike yesterday where I was freaking blind the whole ride out. I know I gotta go back that way, but I don't know where. Luckily I have my phone. As long as the battery doesn't drain itself in the cold, because you know how lithium ion likes to be in cold temperatures. That's the reason why I was having so many problems with the session yesterday. You know, in the summer, you can get like 75 minutes of recording out of the session. In the winter, you can get maybe 10-15 minutes until the cold just saps the battery. Which is why, when you watch ice fishing videos from a lot of YouTubers, you'll notice that, like me, they have a USB battery in their pocket. Holy shit, the inside of this thing is super slippery. Also doesn't help that the entrance is on a hill because the ice is shaped weird at that location. I'm not gonna bother with a tip up today. Just gonna run a line. I can leave the spare propane in here, grab my gloves, grab my tackle, put the shawl back in here. So the name of this location is Deepwater Bay. And it got that name for obvious reasons, because the water's super shallow. That's sarcasm. Leave that there. Close that up. This one behind me is open. Not gonna close it all the way. Holy shit, it's like a slip and slide in here. Jesus Murphy. I'm gonna close this one here a little bit. Leave the bottom open so fresh air can get in, so we don't asphyxiate. You come fishing, right? What's the one thing you need? Freaking fishing pole. Son of a bitch. I can't even get out of my shanty. I can't get grip. Don't worry, guys. One day we'll get tuned in. Till then, PlayStation. Back into the fortress of solitude here. Starting to wonder if having a plastic bottom is a good thing or a bad thing. Son of a bitch, guess what else I need? The stupid ice scooper. Oh my god. Oh, we're picking up some noise. This chair, I'm gonna die in this chair today. This is so slippery. This is ridiculous. Oh man, what a day. Should have taken everything out and brought it in the house last night and let it thaw. Knowing the cat, she would have played in it, because she's stupid. Alright, let's grab another one of these pickled minnows. Good enough. You can see all the steam coming off my legs from kneeling outside. Now here's the only problem with the setup I'm using today with the GoPro Hero 4. The audio probably sounds... well, the ice is falling off the shanty. You're wondering what the hell that noise is. But I do have this GoPro Hero 4 set up for 1-button activation. The problem is it takes a lot longer than the Session 4 ever did for 1-button activation. So I press it. There we are. We're on the flasher. Take her right down to 26, boys. Let's see what's down there. Yeah, I think I might buy one of those poppy-uppy tents. I think that might be a good strat. Get one of them and one of those black sleds. Like the Smitty sled's okay, but could I make this current setup work? I'm making it work right now. So yeah, I could. In all honesty, this is good for me. Nobody else. Like if I had a friend that wanted to come ice fishing, they couldn't come. Or they could, but they'd have to sit outside and do ice fishing stuff from outside. Every once in a while I hear the ice go. I guess I don't need my GPS on anymore. See, this is what happened yesterday is I was playing on my phone when that walleye bit, so I was like, what do I do? And I just threw my phone on the ground. Well, I didn't throw it, I gently placed it. Kind of friggin' went after him. When I told Dave that I reached into the hole and grabbed him, he's like, I wouldn't have done that. Because you know it's not going to be a keeper, so why bother? And I'm like, dude, I was making a YouTube video. And I wanted to show that I actually caught something. Just want to make sure that this is just all pictures. Yeah. I wanted to find my friggin' fishing license and make sure I have it ready at the go. So I bought some snacks here for ice fishing because I got myself a sandwich, a super pizza sub. Well, apparently I'm supposed to heat it up. Guess we'll just throw it on the heater. Got myself some... You guys remember these combos? It's like a pretzel stuffed with goodness. This one here has 7-layer dip stuck in it. That sounds freaking awesome. So that'll be a good snack. Mind you, we only got 2.5 hours to fish, so then I want to pack up and get out of here. But I also grabbed some Monsters because the extra caffeine's nice to have. Let me get that thing right on the bottom. Well, I'm gonna have a sandwich right now because freaking hungry. Do you guys remember yesterday when the MNRF guy kind of showed up and did things? Rumor has it that apparently they were going around and ticketing people $800 if they're in a shanty with someone from not the same address. Now, I'm pretty sure this was a rumor because after all the research I did last night, the MNRF does not have the ability to lay out those kind of charges. They can charge you for fishing without a license, for keeping a fish that is not within regulations, but they can't fine you for criminal law, which breach of the COVID shit is classed as criminal law. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Somebody's making up some nonsense. So I kind of hope the MNRF guy comes around today again, because I want to ask him about it. I hear a lot of slides, but that's it. I just hear a lot of slides. A good sandwich. I wonder how many thousand calories I just screwed myself over with. Who cares? It's like -10 outside and probably like super awesome in here. So my buddy Logan also told me that he asked me what I'm using for bait, and I told him Rippin' Wraps or Flutter Spoons and minnows, and he said, dude, jig and a minnow for that location. That's all you need. And like, I'm gonna try this strap for a bit. When it fails, because it's gonna, I'm gonna switch to a jig and a minnow. So I got some pretty interesting jigs in there that'll do the job. Do 183 steps today already, guys. Oh my god, we didn't even go half as far as we did yesterday. But I think the Smitty sled might be broken. I think I broke the one ski and that's why it's pulling weird. It has a lot of flex in the front, a lot more than it should, so I have a question. I have a theory it's probably broken. And I guess we'll have to take a look at that, and if it is, deal with it. However, I think I'm gonna have some more snackos. Just snackos are life. Life is snackos. That's an interesting flavor for sure. I kind of want to see the history. Let's do a split frequency shot. So I'm going to look at the 77 hertz, and that'll show us more wider of a cone. So you can see me bouncing off the bottom. Maybe you can. Then you can see the distortion up top here. I don't know what the heck that is. I wonder if there's something at 10 feet. Look at that. Something's coming off the bottom. Gotta get down there. Whatever it was big. So you can see on the left, that's the 200 hertz cone, which is a shorter, narrower cone. And then on the right is a 77 hertz cone, which is a wider cone, but a lower frequency. That's why you can see a faint of my lure on the side, where on the left side you see it like strong. Come on, bite it, you bastard. Friggin' dare ya. I see him there. He's coming up to it. Come on, pickled minnow, it's your favorite. Why does he do that? He comes off the ground, comes up, sniffs it, and then friggin' leaves. What a jerk. You know what, guys? I'm gonna take my buddy's advice, and we're gonna switch it up, because I had like 2 things come up for the fish finder and investigate my lure and not give 2 cares. So let's say this strat is no good. Actually, I need some more, a little bit more line out. Let's try my buddy's strat of a jig and the hook. I'm gonna have to move my combos. See, he fishes out here all the time because he actually lives out here. So he's kind of a Pantene pro in this area. He tells me to use a jig and a hook, or a jig and a minnow. There's obviously a reason why it works. And to be fair, I'm not going after walleye. If I catch a walleye that's a keeper, hey, you know what? That's like winning the Powerball. But I don't see that happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that guy in there. What do I got for jigs? Oh, you know what I do have, but I don't have them in here. They're out on the shanty. Do any of these guys glow in the dark? Grab those, and we'll throw down with those because, you know, those were given to me by Thinkfish, who use while ice fishing. So why don't we do exactly that? But yeah, I'm still definitely contemplating on thinking. Neat. On buying the Poppy Uppy tent for ice fishing. Like, this setup's okay and all. It's a pain in the ass. I definitely need to modify that Smitty sled, like a lot. I need better skis for it, especially if I broke mine, which I'm pretty 100% certain that I broke them. Okay, I'm just gonna set this here for now. And let's go out to the Smitty. Oh, Jesus. And grab those jig heads. Because Dum Dum forgot them in the Smitty. Holy Christ, it's bright out here. Oh, great day in the bay. Yeah, these guys, they should be like the juice. Because he told me to get all multicolored jigs, like, and I'm like, what do you mean, like, get some blue and some green, like different color jigs? He said, no, multicolored, like rainbow pattern. Something that looks like a candy. So it drives them nuts. And if you look at any ice fishing jigs out there, they all have that, Jesus Murphy, they all have that candy color to them. So let's give the Thinkfish kit a try. What are we going to use? Let's go with one of these cotton candy little bobber guys. Oh, look at that. They're even nice enough to clean out the hole. A lot of times you get jigs and that hole is filled with paint. But not from Thinkfish. Thinkfish actually cleans them out before they send them out. Unless that's just a fluke. All I know is when I buy my jigs from Canadian Tire, I usually have to use a jig on a jig in order to be able to tie my jig on. I gotta use the hook of another jig to clear the paint out of the eyelid of this jig, and then I can tie it on, and so it gets ridiculous. But whatever, okay? Whatevs. Whatever. Do what I want. If you guys hear that sound in the background, it's not me farting, it's my heater. Who am I kidding? You guys always think it's me farting. Because I fart a lot. It's all I know is how to shit my pants every freaking day. Alright, so we're tied off here with a cute little jig with an eyeball. What I'm gonna do is grab minnow nuts here. So, I don't know if that's gonna work, but should be good. And we'll drop Derpy McFlurpy. It's got some pretty good weight to it. I don't think it's a tungsten, but watch the fish finder. Oh, fish finder can pick it up. Neat. So you said the smaller the presentation, the better the chance for a bite. So let's try the logic of somebody who actually fishes this location. Like, honestly, who better to get advice from than somebody who actually is a pro, right? They've been doing it their whole life. They're willing to offer you honest to God information and not bullshit like you get on the fishing forums. Then by all means, man, take it. I want one of those reels like Pig Patrol has. Instead of being like a spinning wheel like this, a reel, not a wheel. It's more like my bait caster where it's like a crank, but he has a button he can press to release more line and then he can just reel it back up. I guess this one here, I could turn on the reverse lockout and go the wrong way and give back line. The problem is if you get a fish on, it gets really crazy. That, and then when you do what I just did, you have a chance of bird's nesting because the line freezes to the rod. Yep, bird's nesting a spinning rod. That's fun. You know what though? Even if I don't catch anything today to keep, or anything in general, I got out of the house, got some fresh air, and didn't spend my entire day sitting in front of a computer like I normally would. That's got to count for something. Well, I got about another hour and a half before we're gonna have to pack it in. So far it's been rather uneventful. Heard a couple shanties around me. Sound like they caught stuff. So there are fish out there. I probably just got too tired to friggin' hike out to the right spot. But is there a right spot? Like, there's fish everywhere in the lake. Like, we're at 26 feet deep. Keep seeing something moving in, and it just kind of goes away. Like, it realizes that what it's going after is fake. Using live bait versus using these pickled minnows, I can't see the benefit of using live bait because you just rip their heads off and fire them on a hook. So you're killing the damn thing anyway. The only time you ever actually put a full minnow on a hook is if you're setting up a tip up with just a hook on it. You hook it on to the minnow and you send him down and you hope he entices a bite. You know, pisses off a fish enough that the fish decides to nom him. Got something moving in here. Well, bite it, you son of a bitch. Even if you're a freaking rock bass, just bite it. You'll make a good fish taco too. That much I can't confirm, guys. If you ever go panfish fishing, don't throw them away just because they're small. Well, if they're super small, send them back. But if you get a fair-sized sunfish or a fair-sized rock bass, just try one. Just eat the fillets out of one. It's actually really tasty. The meat is almost sweeter than having like other fish. Pickerel is by far the tastiest of all fish. Well, apparently, according to the bearded woodsman, only North Bay people from North Bay say pickerel. But walleye is by far the tastiest of all fish. But so far, after having what I've had out of all the fish I've eaten over last summer, I caught myself. Walleye is number one tastiest, and number two would have to be sheep's head, and then number three would be rock bass, and number four would be regular bass. And sucker was kind of good, but just really bony. And I really, really wish I would have watched Catfish and Carp's channel on how to clean a carp, because suckerfish are part of the carp family and have the same damn Y bones, and Buddy shows exactly how to deal with that, because he was making, what the hell was he making? He was making some Bangladesh deal, some sort of like a East Indian concoction, and he used the carp as the fish base, and then the guy that was with him had a bunch of spices that he threw in. In the end, it looked freaking amazing. Oh man, so tired. And then they just served over top of a bed of rice and friggin' had at her. Got one, guys. Hello.
How you doing today?
Not too bad. You just caught me catching a walleye, but he's too small. He's got to go back.
Oh, just a little guy, yeah?
Yeah, just a little guy. You're the MNR guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
Were you guys... Yeah, go ahead. Were you guys going around yesterday finding people $800 for being in the same shanty as not the same address?
That's the big question, eh?
Well, it's yeah, just a little guy.
You get many of those, or?
This is my first one.
Yeah. What ice are you sitting on here?
26 feet. Or,
6 feet?
sorry, 26 feet.
That's
26 feet of depth. Ice, I would say. Well over a foot. Well over a foot.
That's good.
Let me get this guy down there. Here you go, buddy.
Check your fishing license real quick, or maybe let him have a drink of water there and take it on there.
Yeah, he's gone. Here, I'm gonna come out the backside here.
Yeah, no problem.
First time on this. I was actually carted over at the other one, Sunset, yesterday. Had it ready because I was like, oh, I wonder if they're going to be out today because it's pretty busy.
Yeah, we're generally on the lake somewhere.
I had to do it this way here because last year when I got my license, they gave me a 3-year card.
Yeah, that's good.
But then I renewed my sports for 1 year.
Yeah.
And apparently the card, I was told yesterday, by the last guy I talked to that I had to have the paper on me.
You're allowed to have it on your phone?
Yeah.
So you're allowed to have it that way, as long as you can show your license somewhere.
Okay.
You're supposed to have your outdoor card as well, but there's nothing wrong with that. That's the right document.
All right, cool.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Have yourself a good day.
Yeah, have you guys been charging people $800 for fishing in the same shanty as not the same license?
I haven't, no.
But, okay. I thought it was kind of weird. I'm like, the MNR can't charge that. That's OPP jurisdiction.
Can.
Oh, you can?
You can, yeah. But we haven't been.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, usually take a graduated approach to it.
All right, yeah.
So,
I guess let them know first, and then if it happens again, then you nail them.
exactly.
Right on.
Yeah, have a good day.
All right, have a good one. Holy shit. Sorry, guys. I just recorded that whole conversation with the MNRF. Oh, well, it is what it is, eh? Anyway, we got to hook on another minnow because I didn't even get to name that guy. Son of a bitch. Oh, well, whatever. Let's grab another one of these pickled minnows, and we'll go down there and bag another wally. Didn't even get a picture of him. MNR guys. Oh, well. So there's the answer to that. They haven't been charging. They have been doing a graduated approach on it, but they can charge. I didn't think they had the jurisdiction to do that, but goes to show what I know. Holy crap. I'm all jittery now because I caught another fish. I'm not used to that. Actually, you know, throwing a hook in the water, and I hope that guy's not dead. He should be fine. Like the MNR guy said, when you pull them out of the deep water, their swim bladders deflate, and it takes them a hot minute to get back going. So you gotta let them do its thing, and gradually they figure it out. All right, got another one of these pickled peckers down there, and catch us in the fish. I completely forgot that I had the GoPro going, guys. Like, that is great. Oh my god, as if I just recorded. Like, I straight up son of a bitch recorded the MNRF guy. I'm surprised he didn't notice the GoPro and ask me, like, what's with the GoPro? And I'd be like, oh, I do YouTube. I'm a nerd. Like, what do you say? As if I just son of a bitch recorded the friggin' MNRF guy. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad I got it on tape. That confirmed that the MNRF are in fact capable of charging you for being in the same ice shanty but not the same address. However, they're not really enforcing it, and they're taking more of an educated approach because, you know, they don't want to be dicks. They basically want people to enjoy fishing, because let's face it, the money that people pay for fishing licenses, that goes towards all their work. So, last thing they need to do is to start really pissing people off. But at the same time, they'll educate you on the whole process. Let you go for this time, but next time, you know, friggin' be warned. So that's kind of cool. I was kind of really hoping for the MNRF guy to show up today, which is odd because a lot of anglers, they get mad when the authorities show up. You know, they're just doing their job, but I saw that post on Facebook last night from a couple places, and I'm like, come on. As if the MNRF have the time to charge people and ID them and stuff. Like, obviously they're not going to ID me. I'm by myself in the tiniest shanty you ever did see, in the middle of nowhere, dangling. But, like, if Sarah was with me, or if I was in Dave's tent with them, dangling, then yeah, I could see them saying, yeah, you guys have ID, and then they go, okay, well, you know, you don't live together, you heard of social distancing, like, why aren't you, you know, I could see them making a fuss about that. It is confirmed they do have the jurisdiction to fine. I'm gonna have to blur out that guy's face if I put that in the video. You guys see that on the friggin' fish finder? I don't know what the heck that is. It's like a school of fish underneath me right now. Wow, that is insane. I've never seen that before. Well, guys, sorry for, like, I should have mentioned this. The walleye was caught on the Thinkfish jig, and that hook held. Unlike the Walmart branded treble hook friggin', no, they're all gone now. Unlike the Walmart branded treble hook thing that I caught the walleye on yesterday that spit it, this jig is pretty damn solid. That must have been a school of perch that came in, because I think they said perch they sit in the mid channel where walleye sit on the bottom and keep an eye out for the perch so that they can come up and snipe them. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get back down lower, take her right back down to the base, and we'll just jig down here for a bit. Unfortunately, I didn't get a picture of my fishy. I've been posting Instagram posts of the fishing trips here, and Kind of hard to post one when you didn't get pictures of your post. You know, I'm gonna have a piece of this candy bar. Frig yeah. Get some sugar going up in this big. Been a while since I had a Mr. Big. Freaking thing like exploded. Probably got too cold maybe, I don't know. Freaking cardboard got stuck to it. Oh my god, what a mess. That's gross. Well, whatever. Just eat around the cardboard, I guess. Oh, that's weird. My propane bottle. Straight freezing up. Crazy. Hopefully it doesn't explode. And then tomorrow it's back to mother friggin' work. Son of a bitch. Well, on a positive note, didn't get skunked today. That's pretty good. Both days I go up, both days I get tagged by the MNR. I don't know if Dave got hit. He never messaged me back and said if he got hit. Like I said, we'll start packing up at around 4:30 because I do not want to be out here when it's dark. I'm not 100% sure where the beach landing is. Like, I have my phone, I got GPS, won't be hard to figure it out. You know, I'm not a complete moron, just a partial. So after talking to a few people who are actually avid fishermen, it turns out the freezing on my line is normal. That's just what ice fishing line does. And it's no better with braid or fluorocarbon. It is what it is. Just got to deal with it. Usually the heater would help. This is not an insulated shanty by any means necessary. It's a great windbreak, but she offers no thermal protection. To keep your body out of the water, out of the wind, not the water. Holy crap, I can't even speak. I can't even speech today. I'm actually impressed with this battery on this fish finder. That's 2 days now that I've been using it, and it's still holding a substantial charge. So, obviously, when I get my kayak and I mount this thing to it after I get used to kayaking, obviously, not about to go all in right on day one. With the kayak, I won't even be fishing with it on day one. I'll be, first things first, learning how to kayak, and then I'll consider fishing with it. One thing I gotta do is take a piss, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're all packed up. Time to start the long walk, and I confirmed that ski is broken. So, you notice how it's bent up big time? Yeah, she broke. So this is gonna be fun. Let's haul this thing back. Hopefully we can make it. This is gonna be our last outing until we can get a new ski for that, or come up with a new solution, because now I know why it's pulling. It's because the ski is broken, and rather than doing skiing jobs, it's dragging, causing a lot of drag on the left-hand side, which is not fun. So I'm gonna have to come up with another solution for that. Not sure what yet. We'll concoct something. It's not exactly easy to pull, and now I know why. So if you watch that ski while I pull, see how she's flexing up hard, but this ski over here isn't? Yeah, that's what's been causing all my drag and making this trek complete bullshit and making me want to abandon my gear and say hell with ice fishing. This is going to be my last outing until I get myself sorted with proper gear. I'm actually debating on getting rid of this stupid clam because too heavy for how small it is. Like, honestly, I was listening to Struckus talk about how heavy his Poppy Uppy is, but his Poppy Uppy can hold 4 people. Mine can hold 1, and I guarantee you mine's heavier just because of all the structure it comes with. It's also big and cumbersome and pretty stupid. So it's not easy hauling a broken Smitty sled. Those skis were definitely not intended for this, that's for sure. Probably scrap the whole Smitty sled idea. Just get what Buddy over there has, one of those black sleds. Put a Poppy Uppy in it, all my shit, drag it across the ice. You know, people gave me this false intention that the ice is gonna have like 17 feet of snow on it when it barely has a foot. I think a lot of people on this damn planet just like to store you up, scare you out of doing new things. This is the reason why I do things solo, learn on my own. If I fail, I can come back and try again. Oh shit. It's like, I could have parked here. But right now I'm walking on hard water. We're on the ice here. If it's about 13 inches of ice out there, it's about 15 to 18 here. Having these people park on the ice, not a big deal. Anyway, let's get off the ice on the road, back to the truck, load the shit in, go home. I'll show you the damage to the Smitty sled. Just got notified that it's open here. Like, there's lake. I'm gonna try and get across anyway, because it's just me. This rope's so slippery. Just Dukes of Hazards. Go full throttle, Dukes of Hazards. Go full, 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 full. Go, go. Yeah. Okay.
That goes down, it's not coming out.
Well, let's find out. Yeah. We did it. We made it back to the truck. See, I'm parked on the side of the road. Way the frig up here in nowhere land. I literally had to go down a road over there to get to the ice. But as you saw, they got to call somebody from a tow truck company because the ice is opening up. Because the creek that they normally, well, the creek didn't freeze. Hasn't been cold enough. I think they know that by now. But whatever. I'm telling you, my propane bottle sure did freeze. Holy crap. That's kind of interesting. This buddy heater has been the cat's meow though. The only reason why I know is it'll work in my garage is because Adrian had one. And the year that, remember the year that we did mini bike stuff in the backyard, that I dug out that circle track and Oreo just used it shit. Didn't really use it as a circle track. We just kind of used it. Well, that, well anyway, that year Adrian came over and used my garage to put his motor on his bike or something with his bike. He did something to it, and I didn't have a heater in the garage. I had that Caro World, but then he had in his trailer his big buddy heater, and he brought it in the garage and he turned it on full tilt, and sweet Jesus Murphy, like we used the propane off my barbecue because he had the hose. But man, did that work nice in the garage. Probably noticed I didn't put the thing back on. Yeah, I couldn't. Wouldn't clip in. Couldn't spin the things. Those clamps are a good design, but a bad design. Back in the day though, you know, they always improve on things, right? Version 1.0 has its flaws. Then version 2 comes out, you know, started off with this. Next thing you know, they got the one where you pull it out and then it flops over top of you. That's what I really want, is the flip ups. But if you price them out, holy crap, it's cheaper to buy a used car. Rip a hole in the used car and ice fish from that. Theoretically, I could drag this across the ice. It's just, once again, with the way the whole thing is built, with the wooden planks, the amount of snow that would drag, it would suck very quick. Now, if I had like an ATV or a sled, like my buddy Trevor has, he has an ATV. So all he does is he'd hook this here clamp up to his ATV and he'd just drag it out on the ice, set it up, and who cares if it's dragging snow, because it's just working against the ATV, right? ATV's got more torque than this thing has drag, so you wouldn't even freaking notice it. Oh, where's the lid for my Tupperwares? I think we're gonna have to, I like ice fishing, don't get me wrong. The frozen dangle's fun. Anyway, you know what, while we're here, I'll show you the damage to the ski. You see, she snapped. Wore right through to the wood. She no good no more. Smoked, done. Call her quits. Game over. She's dead, Jim. That there is why I'm thinking about doing it the way Ryan did it. Getting one of those black ice fishing sleds, like you saw everybody else pulling out of there. A 2 to 3 man poppy uppy. That'd be way easier than doing what I do now. Baits in my pocket, coolers in the back, augers in the back. Ever since I thought I forgot it the one day on the ice, now I keep checking for it. Saddle up, get the frig out of here. Let's go home. So back home, and I'm gonna shut her down here, guys. Good day today. A lot of weird shit. Broke the smitty. Shit happens. Caught a fish. Shit happens. MNRF showed up while we were catching said fish. Shit happens. Fish didn't want to swim away. Think he wanted to hang out, have a beer. I don't know. Frick. Whatever. Shit happens. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully that answers your question on what the MNRF are doing now if you're in a shanty with someone who doesn't live in your household. They are charging, and the fine is in fact $800. So that's for Ontario. I don't know what it is for other provinces. You guys have your own regulation set by your own regulation, people. We got ours set by ours. So just follow your regs and life should be good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, guys, remember, live to win, never give in. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.